Welcome to episode 2 of Chaos Dwarves. Completely new editor. They updated my shit, and I had to figure out, over the course of about 6 fucking hours, unfortunately, I had to figure out how the hell to edit this. It's going over better than I thought it would. They just hid every single feature I use with their new user-friendly UI. Yeah, I'm a user. It was not fucking friendly, but oh well, let's get into this shit. We've taken the vampire house, or we're about to. I'm pretty sure we did last episode at the end. If we haven't, we're about to. Let's see. No, we have not taken it yet. We're gonna head down here, we're gonna take it. And I think they only own, like, one building. So we just gotta fuck with them for a little while. Try wipe them out one battle, and it shouldn't be too hard. They have, like, 4 armies there, technically. Wait, no, 3 if you count Garrison. So yeah, I'm gonna for sure try to auto-resolve this. Not fucking dealing with that in the least. I mean, fighting endless hordes of undead really is not my group's idea of a good time. Now, I don't know what my group's called yet. I have been thinking about that for sure. Now, oh my gosh, we just get that for free pretty much since they retreated. That was fucking stupid of them. But, I realized my group could be a charity organization. We could be BlackRock. We could be. Actually, I'm going to get. My YouTube channel is going to disappear if I say that. We could be any sort of organization. Charity. I'm just trying to think what fits. Are we charity? Are we a tech org? We're really just trying to industrialize this wasteland. So I just have to assume we're some sort of charity organization. We're bringing them into the modern dwarvish. We're bringing them freedom. We gotta go with the classic. We'll push forward. These mindless undead. I'm not gonna say anything, but they're working for free. They don't ask for profits. Undead are pretty weird. While my orcs and hobgoblins always make sure to pay them. It's something I'm really good about. Why are we putting these, like, less than 10 surviving member units forward? Like, I understand the ranged, but not so much like the melee. They're just gonna break and die. I mean, they are our indentured servant. Valued employees. We don't really wish for them to do anything. Oh my god, we just launched that fucking fireball into them. Yeah, I kind of understand why the undead are breaking and crumbling. If I saw a dwarf with metal steam train legs charge in like that, cloak himself in fire, and launch a fireball into my friends, I too would be deathly afraid. And look at that back line. Flaming arrows flying over. I'm going to a cinematic view to watch them fucking, I guess, fall over. That dude tripped. He busted his ass while trying to reload his gun. Archie, where you going? He's walking to the bed. He's gonna go chill. He's gonna go fucking take a fat cat nap, as is his God-given right. It's to take the biggest naps. And we got that decisive victory. No units lost. I think the reason we did that was because Auto Resolve said there was going to be some units lost. Like some of the cards would be gone. We lost 2 slaves. Okay. Now we just have to hope they can't get here within the next turn. Because if they do, what is that? It's not as good of a stack as it could be. It's a bunch of, like, meaningless crumbling undead. And they're already taking attrition, so if we get the opportunity to heal and they don't siege us, we should be okay. If not, I might save scum and push back or push forward. Actually, I think I'm going out to meet them. This would be a win, and it is a win. We lose a single slave. Let's take that for the victory, for sure. I mean, we had to get rid of them and replace them anyway in the distant future, as we need better units. Oh, I's got another one of them. Never mind. Now, upon reconsideration, I realized I used some really not okay corporate language. Not a slave. They are a good friend, a employee, They're a family member. They're a team member. They are not replaceable. We're never going to replace them. That's insane. You know, you guys give us 2 weeks notice. We, of course, are going to give you notice. We wouldn't fire you at the drop of hat. So I've been reprimanded by HR. You know, we have record profits. I only got a $50 million raise this year instead of my normal $75 million raise. And they took one of my corporate yachts. This is really upsetting, but it's what needed to happen. And thank you, employees, for our record-breaking profits. We're actually, you know, like every year, we've been doing those 2% raises, and we've been decreasing them by 5% every year. So we've decided to decrease them by an extra 7% this year because of the record-breaking profits. And instead, we'll throw you a pizza party. So that minus 5% for the last 4 years, minus 7%. That means you're getting we're cutting your pay by another 7%. Thank you guys. You guys are great employees. You know, we're hiring a sec army here. You know, we didn't need more employees. Skeleton crew is working great. You know, it's one army. So we're not going to hire them a lot of workers. We're going to let them patrol that massive area with just 5 or 6 units. Because that's what they need. You know, they don't need more than what's absolutely necessary. There is no such thing as like mental health or burnout. They can work as long as they want. And look at us, we're sitting up there with like 2,000 gold profit, gold coin. Modern days, like what, $100. We're doing. I'm looking for the D&D conversion. We're doing great. I think I'd never encountered ogres before because I'd never fucking off of the corporate fucking jargon. I'd never fought ogres before. This was the first time ever fucking encountering ogres like in my life. Which is a little bit weird to say. I just never seen them. Like, I'd never played them. You know, they were in Total Warhammer 2 as like those hireable mercenaries, but it was like ogre bowls, and they would charge in and they'd break, and that's about all you got from it. This was my first time actually encountering them, so I wanted to fight them head on. I think I did alright with how I chose my firing lines. I was focusing on those big guys and sending goblins up to fight the Noblars. Noblars aren't as strong as goblins anyway. Which is a really weird thing to say, to be honest. Now, while Noblars are entirely a devoted servant society to the ogres, like, you eat them, and then they go get you meat. Like, they are, like, literal a slave species. It's pretty crazy. And then goblins kind of are individuals, and they worship Gork and Mork and everything. I bet Noblars worship the Great Maw. I'd have to look up the lore. I would not be surprised if Noblars came from the Great Maw or something, but that's really something I'd have to research. But yeah, that was a fucking quick battle. Even 2 times speed, it was only like a fucking 2-minute battle post the editing. So it really was not an issue at all. I think we have a good couple battles this episode, but that's kind of, like, I set a baseline for myself where I'm like, I have to fight one on-the-field battle per episode, so it's not boring, so you guys get one tactical battle per episode minimum. But we're getting way more than that here, so it shouldn't really be an issue. Other than that, I think I get pretty bad at it later on. Like, there will be episodes with 2 or 3 episodes where you won't get a in-depth battle, but not in a bad way. I think it's just what had to happen for progression, especially with like that late game Kislev and stuff. When you guys will see the turn count we get to, of course we want to be fighting auto resolve. We do not want to be fighting multiple in-depth battles a turn. That's for sure. The losses are worth it to save you time at that point in the game. To be honest, that mentality is probably why I'm god awful at this. Oh, we're loading in to fight some orcs. I think it's the Red Eye tribe. I've seen them since Warhammer 2. I've also read about them somewhere. I'll probably install a mod that makes them playable. That will be what I do after I play enough of these games, or enough campaigns. I'm gonna install some mods. I've seen like the Lamalia. I've seen so many of these fucking mods. There's one that's like goblins and Skaven, that's fucking badass. Like, that's shit that should be in the... I'm not going to voice my opinions on Creative Assembly. I don't want to be one of those at all. I love the fucking game. There's a lot of things that I wish was in the game because it's such a fucking fun game. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to be the type to show disinterest or get upset. We're just going to push forward. I really wish I knew how to form firing lines at this point. Because look, my goblins are at the front right now. My missile goblins. Luckily, I'm pretty sure it's my dwarves or some other goblins just came up and prevented them from getting absolutely roasted and toasted. And, wait, we can't use fireball? What the fuck? It doesn't matter. You're a dwarf. Fight the shit out of a fucking orc. Shouldn't be a hard fight in the least. If that's a fight you lose, then we're gonna have to reconsider the dwarf title, that's for sure. You're supposed to be hardy, hold a grudge, kick some ass, drink some beer. It's your fucking reasoning to live. Let's push through that. The slaves are doing really fucking good for not being the best units. Like, I know by late game I don't think I had any slaves, but, or at least in this main army, like our main forward push army, but I don't feel like, what am I trying to say? That they're underutilized? No, there's like not too bad of a unit. They weigh heavily in auto-resolve for some reason. They actually do kick some ass on the field, which makes me think they don't weigh too heavily in auto-resolve. Like, look, we lost like 77 people, and our slaves were there in the front line, and they haven't taken a shit ton of damage. They're not surviving, but heavily damaged. They just kicked fucking ass the entire time. Like, what the hell? We gotta upgrade this new province. Well, first we should complete the province so we can get the what's it called? The dictation or whatever. Like, oh, this province is for wealth, whatever. I love that shit. Once you own the whole province, you can give it a boost. That, like, when I saw that feature when I first played, like, Warhammer 2, that was one of those things where I'm like, wow. It was a depth of system that I had not seen before. That's probably embarrassing to say for me. It is embarrassing to say. But it was awesome that was the case. That, I felt like it was very cool. Like, it was very understated and something that didn't have to be done, but it was done and added that extra layer of depth, which is fucking awesome, dude. Speaking of awesome, we're still doing great with our economy. It's not going down. I haven't had to put many barracks buildings. Now, usually that's something I'll do at least in 1 or 2 buildings per province. It's a cost and effect equation is kind of how I think about it. You are securing, like that Keurig, Iraq right there. I would put one there because it is securing a straightaway into our kingdom. That's one flank secured. If we have one there and we have a small army there, we're able to fight off a 20 stack. As you're defending, they aren't going to attack, and that offers protection. Now, sometimes they'll attack and try to wear down the barracks, but then you have like 4 or 5 turns to go fight them off. Or if you get to it quick enough, you can usually auto-resolve because they haven't inflicted enough casualties, and they don't get to flee if you sally out to kill them. So it's smart, that's for sure. I think I was going to save here. What am I doing? I'm chasing him down. They're luring me away, which is probably going to get me killed in some way or have them take some of my land. Doesn't matter. We'll get a fight here in a second, probably. We'll do an underway interception, I think. If we're smart about this, we should have just gone an underway interception. There we fucking go. I wanted to fight it out. Hold a grudge against the dwarves. Got to kill the shit out of them in person. Got to get in there, beat the fuck out of them. Have a good ass time. Let's see. Are we just doing our normal rush strategy? No, when I play dwarves, it's going to be very different from this. I'm not going to play dwarves like this. I'm not going to play any campaign like this again. Corn, I play like this because corn... Well, you play corn like this. Like, there is no... other way to play Khorne. I guess if you ally with the rats to get the warp fire throwers or some poison wind mortars, I think they're called. Because I've heard that's a strategy. You give all your shit, all your land to Ikit Claw, and then you sally across the map and go over there and kill about. I've heard that's a good strategy, but also, why the hell would I want to do that? It's not as fun. I don't know. I didn't do that because I played Khorne for the Realms of Chaos. My first couple games were Realms of Chaos. I regret it now. It's not as fun as Immortal Empires. I found the campaign for Warhammer 2 to be very fun and engaging. Like the, what was it called? The Vortex. Not so much here. We're already losing units. What is that? We just lost our wolves because they went out in front. They were fast. That was stupid of me. That's for sure. Fuck. Oh well, we'll still recover. We've got our dwarf there. He's a fucking unit. But in all honesty, ain't that all dwarves? I think the Chaos Dwarves are a bit hardier than the base just the normal dwarves. I'm not sure about that. I think the lords from the dwarves might be a bit hardier, especially like the Slayer Lord. But other than that, I do think the Chaos Dwarves hold an advantage just because we have the Goblin units. We have the Goblin units and we have the Centaurs. Like, those are both good-ass fucking units that offer some versatility to armies. And it's easy to ally with Chaos, so it's going to offer the same thing there. And then, oh yeah, my voice sounds different between the beginning of this video and now. That's my bad. I'm sick as a dog. Like, I don't know what happened. I woke up. I've been fucking sick all day, so scratchy voice, hiccups. I still wanted to record and get a video out there and, have some fun with it. Minimal losses, 200. They got 600. Doesn't matter. They're all going to be dead because it was an interception, I think. We'll see. Yeah, because underway is just like forced march. So they can't sally away, so technically all the troops died. We'll go up here and take this red place, because I've been intending to go to war with them either way. So it'll be pretty fucking good. We might get rid of one of our goblins here to get that purple thing, but who knows. I for sure, if I was going to do this campaign again, I would go for the purple items. It was my first campaign in a while. I didn't realize the purple items are pretty powerful and give you good, like, army effects or even faction effects. And I should have definitely been smarter about that. So that's like, this campaign is not a campaign to look up to. Like, you should not be like, I'm going to base a campaign off of this. No. We've got our indentured, loyal workers. We have our loyal warehouse employees. Won't say what brand of warehouse, but they're great. They're working those 48-hour shifts. 27 hours on the assembly line. We have some wonderful workers. Been trading in between locations, ripping them away from their families and friends so they can work at our other provinces. Our company, record-breaking profits, and we've been paying our employees less, letting go of unnecessary staff. We have some great skeleton crews. We've been doing wonderful. I've quite enjoyed this. I was able to buy another yacht, couple other war machines. If these profits keep up, we could get a giant metal dragon or something. We could buy something that really puts the fear in our enemies' hearts. And isn't that what matters truly? Our industrial war machine. I don't know what sort of analogy I'm trying to make here. I just thought it was funny. My bad. It was in fact not my bad. I'm back. Well, for you guys, it's been seconds. For me, hours, years even. I've been working hard. I'm pretty sure I just built a 4th building there instead of the herbs, the medical herbs. Doesn't that I think it's local recovery rate, and then what else? Something globally has to be. I don't know. Let's move forward. Easy victory, no point. I am really intrigued to see what we'll be getting with the dwarves in the recent update. I'm pretty sure it'll be rune golems. It has to be. Because Chaos Dwarves have centaurs, they have goblins, they have everything the dwarves have, essentially. Like, they aren't missing anything. They don't have gyrocopters, eurocopters, whatever the hell. Instead, they have trains, which seems like an equivalent exchange, to be honest. So I feel like the dwarves maybe need, I don't know, human workers from their holds or something. Not goblins. It doesn't fit the lore. They need something to even it out in some sort of big thing, which would be rune golems. And then maybe not mech suits. I'll do some lore research. 1 second. 1 second has in fact passed. I've done a little bit of research. It's been a little bit. So I've stolen some stuff from some Reddit posts. Also read some of the wiki lore pages. And they're talking about like more rangers with like pistols, adding blasting charges to other units. I agree with that. Some more artillery that's depicted in the books. I agree with that. The airships, that sounds cool as fuck. Cavalry, they said the only cavalry would be mechanized cavalry, and I understand that. I can't pronounce shit. And more war machines with like engines and ancestor and runic guardians and shit like that, and more diverse frontline. All that I agree with. None of that seems to take away from it. I wouldn't mind some like ogres. Well, dwarves don't keep slaves. It's the dark dwarves that do that. The chaos dwarves. So I don't really know what to do with that. I voiced my opinion as best as I can. I don't have anything else to add to it. How many did we just lose? Well, it was an easy battle if I didn't feel the need to commentate over it. That's for sure. Can't believe I just had to re-listen to that goofy-ass laugh. Bro, I'm sorry for you guys. We gotta go over here, do this shit. Then we'll rotate down. Hope Kislev doesn't go war with us. We'll try to take out some more of the red faction. We're seeing what we can do. Offer a peace treaty, whatever. Doesn't really matter. We've got 20 stack there. We're moving this 6 stack. This 6 stack down to hold out this other position. We'll put them in the vampire abandoned mansion. Hopefully that'll offer something. What are we getting? I would, okay, materials wasn't that bad. We're getting, yeah, we have a shit ton of materials and stuff right now. It's not an issue. And it's only going to go up. What am I doing here, though? I have him reinforcing. That guy's about to come up here. I think I might go over there and kill him, aren't I? It's about to be a battle. Auto-resolve is low either way. But I guess I wanted to fight it. For your guys' sake, not for mine. Oh, I just did the laugh again. I should not be laughing. This is a serious tone. Fuck. No. If I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna laugh. I'm not bashful. I enjoy my own, I do not enjoy my own voice. What the fuck am I saying? I'm not gonna limit myself. Let's keep on going here. This war machine is not too industrial yet, to be honest. Like, it's a bit unfortunate. We don't have like any of the trains or anything. We didn't really have them. I got some like late game, but I just focused on these infantry heavy armies with like small gun lines and a little bit of cavalry. I don't fucking know. So we're gonna push in there. I think we might flank with some of it. We might put our missile cav right in the middle. Yeah, like right up there. That was smart, because it is that large circle aim, and it can fire whilst moving. I would put on skirmish, to be honest, but this guy's OP anyway. Look, our dwarf guy is not going to be losing. It'll be like, it'll show them red in combat, and it'll still say, like, winning combat efficiently. There's no, oh, even combat, losing combat. No, we're fucking absolutely beating the hell out of these guys. This is a nice little clusterfuck fight, and they're breaking a lot quicker than we are. And they're losing a shit ton of units because we have a lord and a hero up there in the front. I don't want to lose my goblin, though. I'm going to pull him back when I get the chance. Come on. Hopefully. Let's see what we're doing. He's taking a lot of damage. Or he started with a lot of damage? No, we're activating his abilities. We're fine. And then I buffed him. Yeah, we're doing okay. And our flanks are secure. Our missile units are going absolutely insane. This, decent strategy, not bad. Soon they're going to have... yeah, they're going to break from unit losses. Like, right now. That was about every time when I'm like, oh, soon they're going to break from unit losses, they break. I think the last thing left is some slayers. So it was just killing them. Close victory, the fuck you mean? We only lost 540 with an inferior army. They're all heartily armored dwarves, and we have a bunch of little green employees. I mean, I think that was a good victory. Yeah, we lost a shit ton, but is that really a bad thing? We gained a fucking trade out of it. We're doing great. I don't think we should get clowned on for that at all. So the dwarves came around the outside of that mountain range, which is probably the only reason I won any of this. Otherwise, I would have had to fight through the middle. I probably would have won with hand run tactics, but this made it a lot easier. And I think we're about to buy some defenses. We do for sure need to up this army, though, because of that. Grimgor Ironhide coming in hot. This is gonna suck. We gotta get some big equipment. He forced us to get a second crew. I hate having to have more employees, but luckily, it worked all right. In the long run, it's gonna require a lot of save scumming otherwise. So up until now, I was doing about 1 save a turn, maybe less. Now, I'm having to do 3 or 4 a turn. Just look at that. Grimgor Ironhide is just sending some insane dude. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. In all honesty, I should have, if I was intelligent, have made a second stack at my capital, another army, filled it with goblins or something. Anything. But, it's not gonna happen. We'll do the best we can. Close defeat. I think we can win that. Maybe? No? No, I wanted to pull out. If it's close defeat, you can usually win it. But I think if we gave up that forward territory, which is a starting territory, you don't really want to give it up. If we gave up that forward territory, we could certainly win. So now we gotta do a little bit of save scumming. I'm getting a ton of the 1-turn recruits. That was intelligent of me. Somewhat, at least. Because that'll give us the opportunity as we push down here to the south. I decided not to retreat my army. I wanted to keep pressure on the dwarves so they wouldn't come up my ass. And then I can keep my, this guy getting what he needs to get, getting artillery. He's going to have a better army than... Otherwise, probably he's going to have a more balanced army than we're seeing with... what's our main guy's name? I want to say Thorgrim Ironhide, but that doesn't sound right. But that other army with war machines and stuff is going to offer a more versatile... I want to say like tactical options, but in all honesty, we don't use tactics, so it's just going to offer more versatility. And it's going to be an overall just better army. Not compared to this army. This army's already pretty fucking good, and they're all like, rank 7, rank 8, so they're pretty doped up on being a veteran. But this army's going to, once it gets up to that level, be pretty strong. I think another benefit of that other army is that we've been focusing with leveling up. I actually haven't talked about leveling up much. I've been focusing blue and red with some yellow to keep them uh, well versatile, I guess is what I'd call them. Like they're going to be good lords. Instead of being fighting lords, they are support lords. If you see, uh, oh my god, we haven't done any blue. I think I'm about to do blue. I've got to do blue. In all future campaigns, what I focus on pretty harshly is blue. So this is a caster lord, so he's not very strong in melee. He doesn't have 2 rows of upgrades, just 1. So I guess what I did with him was some red, some yellow, some magic, and then I guess eventually we'll have to do blue. Maybe I was holding out on it. Not sure why I did that, but maybe it's because I wasn't suffering any monetary, like, bullshit. But now we're only pulling in 700 turns, so we really should take the opportunity to up our economy, which I think I might be doing right now, because I was trading all my people about. We're save scumming again. Let's load on back. We're gonna have to fight him eventually. He's going to beat the shit out of us. He's Grimgor Ironhide. He's going to fucking absolutely sit on us, as he is a monster on the battlefield. I've played him a couple times. You can get him just like that, if not better, as a player. I played him with like regen and frenzy or some shit. I like actually magic item perked him, which I never do, but he was pretty fucking insane. Like a one-man doom stack. I think I've done the one-man doom stack with Torix Brass Bowl though. I'm not the best at it, but I've had some fun with some Fighting Lord Doomstack style games before. I don't do it often now. I like to focus on like the army boosts. But back when I first played Total Warhammer 2, my lords were all the way yellow, and then I would focus on some red. Like my lord, I remember they would, I'd be like, okay, my lord can reasonably take out 4 whole units of enemies, and then everything else was supplemental. That's a fun way of playing, but it's not sustainable outside of easy difficulty. Even how I play isn't that sustainable. That's why I'm playing normal, not very hard or something. I bet if y'all saw me do a very hard campaign, I would suddenly be the best fucking person after 2 of those campaigns. I might do it. I think it's just like Risk of Rain. You gotta play what difficulty you want to get good at. And dude, I'm unsure how the fuck our Skullcracker is taking that much damage. That thing is a beast. I'm sorry, I have seen Skullcrackers take out my entire Kislev army with just 2 of them. Yet here we are as fighting orcs, and they're like, oh, metal machine, smash and grab. Like they're just I know they're meant to be what are they based off of? It's like British hoodlums, right? Or whatever. Like the people who are into football, that's who they're based. Red go fast. Like it's fucking badass. But it is unreasonable how roughed up this fucking army is getting. Like we have not full broken any of them. I see a couple skulls in there. Never mind. But with time and the continued barrage of our artillery, we should be doing a little bit better. We're still heavily in the green. They've taken a lot more damage than we have, and our units are coming back because our Lord holds strong. We're not going to send our Lord back in there. I should have sent him after that one. We could have full broken him. That was an error on my part. The more units we can full break and not have coming back to bite us in the ass, the more unit losses we're going to have as they walk off the field, and the better time we're going to be having. It kind of fucking sucks, but we've sacrificed some artillery, we've sacrificed a lot of different units, and we're doing as well as we can. That's about what we can do. Sorry for stammering. After a couple takes, I'm like, 4 messed up words isn't the worst. After that first take, I'm like, oh, I slipped up with a single word. Time to fucking not do, not do the take. This take isn't good. But then I wear myself out. I'm like, you know what? We're not carrying anymore. And that's probably the best option. Who cares if someone stumbles on a couple words? It doesn't affect anyone. Dude, they are getting obliterated by that firing line. I fucking love that shit. We gotta go fight the shit out of this lord, though. I think we're gonna rough him up. Yeah, he's getting... Holy shit. Yeah, he's got vanished, and that immediately gave us victory. It's a Pyrrhic victory. It was a good victory, and we only have a little bit of a campaign map time. I think we're gonna complete this turn or the turn after. Let's see what we're doing. So we get to move up into Eagle Pass, I think is what it's called. Let's see. No, let's take the Conclave Influence for sure. We gotta save that stuff up. I think we're moving into Eagle Pass, if I had to guess. We'll see what we're doing. We're getting double flanked. Gotta save. We're gonna pull back. Probably the smarter of the two options. Okay, what the fuck are we doing here? Come on, upgrade it. It gives us more money. That's what we need to do. He's gonna re-recruit some stuff. We gotta re-recruit war machines. Yeah, we're not too stupid about it. We're getting 83 a turn. Nah, yeah, I'm glad I didn't spend any of that. We're not producing enough to be blowing it on anything. Take the blue skill. Come on. Past me is being a little bit of a goober. Oh, we're going to look at items, so we can do it this first. We have a lot of purple items for someone who hasn't done any item quests. So I think maybe we equipped one on him. He is pretty fucking cool. Good ranged lord and hero. I do love them. They aren't going to deal nearly as much damage as a fucking barrage from a non-ranged hero lord. But they do act as like a good artillery set piece. They'll eat into a fucking monster or something, and then they're going to be competent at melee combat on like an artillery piece. Actually, those hell cannons from Chaos go pretty hard in melee, but they're going to be competent in melee because they're a lord. Lords just have the stats for it. They have higher melee defense and attack and the weapon damage and all of that, and armor than your average unit, and that's why I enjoy putting them in the army. A lot of ands there. Run-on sentence. We need a couple periods here. But on a less conversationalist note, I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's all right. Yeah, you guys are fucking lovely. If you've watched this, thank you. It means the world to me that you guys are tuning in and enjoying this shit. It just means I'm, doing the right thing, that my hobby is, it's entertaining other people, which is fucking lovely. Didn't mention it all this video, but I'll mention it here at the end. This video is going musicless on like the first one in the series. If you guys missed the music, I guess let me fucking know. I don't know. I didn't think there was too much of an issue. Can we set up an ambush? I don't think we can set up an ambush. Sorry, the game's still going even if I'm not, if the video's technically post-outro. We got some more upgrades and shit to do. It's the issue with the long video. I just wanted to get the outro out of the way so I didn't feel like I was doing it, like, right here at the end. Like, oh my god, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like, there's no reason to do that. All of you have a lovely day.